So hi there, welcome to another video from Intellivy. My name is Peter Paul and today I'm going to explain you how you can optimize your Amazon listing for Amazon Prime 2025 and of course probably also for the following years. But when it comes to optimizing your Amazon listing, you have to be really clear about the fact that consumers are information gatherers. They are looking for the most value for the money. So of course at the end of the day, when everything is starting with Prime, then it's all about coupons and getting the best deal. But the best deal is also bringing the value. And the value lies into understanding what are the specific benefits that consumers look for, what are the features that they look for, and what makes them decide to buy your product over another. For that, you need to, number one, make sure that you stop to scroll and get the click. And number two, that you have the conversion. So in this video, I'm going to focus on image number one and image number two. Now let's dive into it. I'm going to focus on a toothbrush. It's a toothbrush for toddlers in the age of 0 to 3. And you see the image here that this is the product that we are dealing with. So I will also show it in another tab that you can see a little bit bigger. So this is it. And here you have the listing. So this is listing number one, and listing number two, and listing number three. With Intellivy, we always use the situation insights. So here you see that we are bringing the respondent into the situation. Imagine yourself. So we targeted mothers with toddlers in the age of 1 to 3. And then we say, like, imagine yourself looking for a new start of the brushing routine for your toddler. So you're looking for electric toddler toothbrush that's safe, gentle, and makes brushing easy and fun from the start. Then down here we have our product. So this is of course a simulation. I'm just picking a product for this demo. This is ours and I'm using a coupon, save 50% with a coupon. And then here we have competitor number 2 and competitor number 3. Now overall, you can see that of course C is winning. By the way, I used a very low sample size and that's exactly the thing. It's quick, it's easy to do, and it's inexpensive. That's the whole point. You want to prepare for Prime Day and do not want to invest a lot of money and also not invest a lot of time. And with Intellivy, you can do that. Now, if you go to the poll insights, then down here you see very quickly what is really the thing that is getting the attention of the consumer. And then for option A, people seem to like the fact that it comes with a base and a timer. So you have a suction cup base and a timer. And if you look at the option itself, you can already see that, hey, but this is not coming from the image, it's coming from the title. Now there you already see the importance of the title. So the smart timer and the suction base is an important element. It's noticed by the respondent and it will also be noticed by a potential buyer. Then second, we see that the brush heads, making it suitable for different ages and needs. So the fact that we are showing in the images 4 brushes, so one is mounted on the device itself and then 3 beside it, so we have all the brushes in there. Then continue, the design. The design is of course a personal element. You like it or you hate it. And you will also see down in the poll results that some people praise another design. Well, that's just the way it is. You know, we're not in the stage now to do product development. If you want to do it, you can use Intellivy for that and understand what is the best design, what really resonates with your potential buyer. That's not now today. Then a fun look. So you see that's what I mentioned. Then the packaging is informative and not overly cartoonish, which appeals to parents. Great. And the toothbrush provides a deep cleaning experience with multiple brushing modes like clean, soft, and massage. So this is all coming across. Now what about the negatives? So it's perceived as expensive. Now expensive, so now we can debate the price point or we can say like the coupon is the issue. But that's not it. It's more important to lift the value of the product itself and make sure that it is aligned with the price and also competing with the competition. And let's be honest, if I look at this poll, and this is of course just 60 respondents, I'm pretty sure that if I'm going to optimize the title and the image a bit, that I can win from this competition. I will have a great Prime Day ahead for my product. And by the way, you do not want to have people in an impulse buying mode, buying your product because of the best price, and then at the end of the day, they're going to return it and you get a lot of stuff returned. And based on trends and based on the years before us, like 24, 23, 22. We have seen that so many times, complaining sellers about that. You don't want that, especially not now when the margins are under pressure. So avoid that. Let's continue, because I want to keep this video short. So you see the positive elements also for option B and the negative elements for option B. And then finally option C, it's showing here that boom, number one, the LED light. Now that's interesting. So here we see something that the LED light is really coming across. Let's go up. How do they do that? And it's not really coming from the image. It's more importantly coming from the title. So there you see it again. So number one, this is my hypothesis. I can do something with my title. I already knew that, but let's change it a bit. Based on these insights, it's really helpful to understand if I lift the attention to the LED light. But another thing is that the image itself is showing on the packaging the LED observing light in there. And then if I go to the listing, where is that LED light coming across? Here it is. So maybe I can highlight it a little bit more. Now that's exactly the purpose of this poll. To guide you in the direction and to make sure that you understand what is generating that click. What should I do to bring more value to the table and make sure that I'm going to get that click, and that will people choose my option over that from others. Now then from there we have that. Another part is that because I started with that, the situation also provides me situation insights. They are down here. So here you see the situation insights. And by default, we ask the respondents, what are the most important product features you would look for when comparing products that are a solution for the situation? Now, there are many ways to do it, and I always like to change also the way how I do it, and also because I like to show you there are different ways to use our platform. You can download the votes with CSV, that's number one, and then take it into ChatGPT or to Cloud or Gemini and just let AI do the analysis. You can also go by just using the platform itself, which I recommend, by the way, because it's very, very good to use. And just click on stuff like gentle and then read what is it that people find important if they're in that situation. What are the features that they care about? And then you see gentle vibrations, etc. Now I did something different today. I copy pasted, so I have to clear, well, it doesn't matter. I just leave it here as it is, but I copy paste each page of the situation insights. So like this. I hope you get what I mean. So I just took it from the complete list. I need to refresh my page for a moment. Make sure that the filter is off, because I want to show you what I did. So you go to the section of situation insights. Here it is. And then let's take myself up to the page. I took this list here like this. And then for page number 1, page number 2 and page number 3. I brought it to ChatGPT. Here it is. I started with the situation. So here you see I placed 60 respondents. Here's the situation. By default, the question is being asked, and you can see that in the marketplace poll. Here's that question. It's up here. Here it is. What are the most important product features you would look for? There it is. That's the question. I dropped it into ChatGPT. And then all the responses I just copy pasted in here, went down, and then give my final prompt. And the final prompt is: analyze the results. What would consumers stop scrolling and clicking? What would secure the sale? Prioritize benefits, wants, needs and desires, and give me a list of important decision makers. You may only use the above responses. Now, and then we get this. So what would make them stop scrolling and clicking? That's the initial hook. Cartoon characters, favorite colors, light up, glow in the dark, music or sounds. Okay, so it's like cute and fun design. We already have seen that before. I already saw it in the results. The soft bristles and small brush head is important. And by the way, this is, for instance, very interesting. If it's about small brushes, if you go to the insights, I'm going to show you. Here's, for instance, one respondent saying this: make sure that the brush is small enough for a toddler mouth to be able to reach the back easily. I've seen this from the overall results. This is not the only one mentioning this. And the thing is, if I go to the listing itself, and this is important, I'm not mentioning this. Now, if you want to get the sale at Prime, you have to mention the things that matter. So this is exactly the moment to optimize it. You have to optimize your main image to make sure that it's really going to get that click. It's going to stop the scroll. But you also have to optimize your second image to make sure to secure the sale. Sorry, couldn't find the words. To secure the sale. Now, that's it. Back to the overall results. You see BPA free, important, no button batteries, built-in timer. Everything is in there. What would secure the sale? BPA free, there it is again. Now, to wrap this up, because I'm getting to a point where you understand what I did. First of all, I went to my main image. I looked at it. What can I do? So this is the current main image. Here you have it. And you see the LED is, observing light is up there. There's something like develop good habit of brushing teeth. You see the 2 minutes auto timer. And by the way, about the timer, if you're going to optimize a listing, also just look at it. You know, why is this image showing, I don't know, it's not clockwise. So you see this, why is it the other way around? I don't get it, you know. And then down here you have an A+ content. By the way, you can all test it, the image gallery, everything, A+ content, all possible to test it with Intellivy. Not for Prime, probably too short in time, but it's definitely worth it to do it. But here you see another image, and then they do clockwise and counterclockwise. So yeah, I'm just surprised by those kind of details, how people come up with this stuff. Like, why do you do it? But is the important information in my second image. And the important information based on the insights that I discovered is it has to mention the comfort size within the mouth of the children. It has to be fun. The lighting must be visible in that second image to really make sure that I have the benefits in place to get that sale. But the main image, here you see it. So we have all the stuff in here, and I changed it. And what I did is I make sure that the lighting is on that on the brush itself. So the lighting element is in there. I made sure that I have the 2 minutes auto timer in there. I increased the size of the 4 times the 4 brushes, and I made sure that the information for the LED observing light is clear enough. Now, what I'm going to do is, you have to do the same thing, is run this specific photo to an impact poll. Now for the second image, let's go back to AI, to ChatGPT. So based on the situation insights, because that's already enough to know what I need to do. What I'm doing here is, so give me a briefing for image 2. It's for an Amazon listing. What benefits should I highlight? I want a maximum of 3, so we have to prioritize. I know that my main image and title already works on it, and that this is the exact part that is already in the positive mentions in the poll itself. So here you have it. That's this part. I know that that's working. So it's not needed to kind of repeat it again. Why should I do that? I already have, I want them in the listing, and I want to convince them on the next level. So the next level is, so there you see that it's coming up with a lot of stuff. Top 3 benefits to highlight. So it's explaining everything, the fun and engaging and encourage of daily use, the design for toddlers and to use independently, that it's safe. So the results of the image impact poll are in, and let's look at it. So first let's look at what I did with the images based on the insight from the marketplace poll. This is the current image of the listing. So here you have it. It's the current image of the listing. And this is the new one. And all I did is kind of looking at the minor details. So for instance, here we have a LED light, but it's not that clear. So I made it clear. And then here you see a lot of stuff. Develop good habit of brushing teeth, 2 minutes auto timer, 30 seconds reminder. I just made that message shorter, 2 minutes auto timer. And the 4 brushes, we know that this was a very positive element of the image already, and the title and everything, but make it bigger. And then finally, I also added the light in the toothbrush itself. Now the image impact poll, it starts like this. Respondents, in this case 60, are placed in a situation as if they're going to buy an electric toothbrush for their 1-2-year-old toddler. Then you have a group of 30 people, so in total we have 60. A group of 30, they see the image for 0.5 seconds, and the other group is looking at the same image for 2 seconds. Now, And then the whole point here is that is the question we ask, what core message did your image convey to the respondents? So here you see the image, this is it. For stop to scroll, 2 seconds, 0.5 seconds. Now let's look at the results. So let's see, it's an electric toothbrush, okay. Many highlighted it's suitable for children. Emphasizing features like soft bristles. So there we have it, soft bristles. Ergonomic handle, appealing color, okay. The image was praised for showcasing additional benefits such as powerful cleaning function, timer, there it is, they see the timer, the multiple brush, heads and accessories, that's the 4 times brush. Then they also noted engaging design elements like LED light, playful packaging, and you see it's coming across. So the elements, LED lights, the smart features like the timer, and the inclusion of the multiple brush, exactly the thing that I want to bring across by changing the image from version A to B, tested with an impact poll, and here you have the result. So you can see that this is very, very powerful to stop the scroll. So now we also need to do something with the second image. We're still looking at the first image. You have to step in the shoe of the consumer. So a mom is looking for a toothbrush for their toddler 1 to 2 year old. We did a situation, so we created a shopping scenario and we asked the respondents in our marketplace poll, hey, if you are in this situation, what would be important to you? From that information, we got a list of benefits, things that they find important. It has to be suitable for kids. It should have good features like soft bristles, easy to use, safe, etc. Now, from that list of top priorities of benefits and features, we know that, and we already covered that in the impact poll for the stop to scroll, that the LED light is coming across, the 2 minutes out of time is coming across, the 4 times bristles is coming across. So now I have to take them with me in the journey and see if I can convince them even more in the second image. And we all do that based on data. Now the current image is doing this. So in the listing, it's going to the suction base for stable storage and it's hanging upside down. It's a very, very funny image. I have to admit it's really funny. However, is it effective? I'm afraid not. We have to address the things that really matter. And the things that matter is that we have to take them by the hand, the consumer, and help them decide that this is the best product. So what did we do? Or what did I do? Based on the insights, I created a total new image. And then besides the fact how much time this all costs, for me, you know, I know how to do this stuff, so it's not of a big deal. But I'm doing here made for toddlers, trusted by moms. I want to have a trust element in there, trusted by moms. I'm highlighting the LED light because this is also something that really got the attention of the competitor product. So I want to have it because I have it. I'm delivering this product also with LED light. The 30-second interval, it's very important because it's easy to use and to know, like, you have to brush for 2 minutes, and then finally the ultra soft bristles. And then overall seeing the child, it's safe, it's easy to use. So I'm communicating the whole product via this child compared to this image. Now, for that, we also did an image impact poll, but now a different one. This is the one that is doing a secure the sale. So how does that work? We start with placing 60 respondents in the situation. Again, you've decided to buy an electric toothbrush for a 1 to 2 year old toddler. You're looking for one that's gentle, safe, and makes brushing feel easy and fun right from the start. That's the start. We ask them what would be important to you, and then we go to the next step. We show them the main image. So this is all for reference and for context. Hey, you clicked on this main image. This is already my new image, by the way. Then after that, we show them the second image, the image that we want to test. And the group of 30 is divided by 2. So you have, the group of 60 is divided by 2. So you have a group of 30 seeing this image for 0.5 seconds. And another group of 30 is seeing this image for 2 seconds. And then what we ask is, what core message did your image convey to respondents in this journey? So situation, main image, then the second image. And the message that is coming across is this. The overall sentiment about the image is overwhelming positive. They're appreciating the electric toothbrush design and functionality tailored specifically for toddlers. The key positive elements include safety, ease of use. So the ease of use is coming across. The ability to make brushing fun. That was also important. From the marketplace poll, the fun element was very, very important. And it encourages good oral hygiene habits. Great. So the product's appeals enhance features like soft bristles, LED lights, timer, making it both engaging and effective. Additionally, the image successfully conveys, and there we have it, the brand's professionalism and understanding of children's needs, earning trust from others. There you have it, trust from others, and positioning the toothbrush as a reliable choice for toddler oral care. I would say if this would be my sales pitch, like this is what I get from my consumer buying my product, I already know. So should I wrap it in gift pack? What do you want? Because we already have the deal. Now this is what you can achieve with the image impact poll secure the sale option from Intellivy. Now this easy SOP and highly effective SOP is not just for Prime Day. You can use it for other launches, for deal weeks, for coupons, whatever. Now we also want to help you. The Intellivy team is here to help you and to guide you to get that poll flow as quick as possible active and to make sure that you understand what is needed to optimize the click and what is needed to optimize the conversion. We want to help you, so reach out to us and we will implement this SOP together with you and your optimization team to make sure that your Prime Day and all other deal periods, and by the way, overall in the basics, your listings will be much more aligned with consumer needs. And that's the whole point. You want to address the wants, needs and desires of your consumers. So reach out to us and you can tap into the consumer member base with Intellivy and we help you to make sure that you get the best results ever. Thank you very much.